Japan, you were treated like the Beatles, like the Rolling Stones, like just you were the top stars of the United States. Is that true?
That
The
is
Japanese
true.
hospitality?
They were definitely fans. If it gave new meaning to the word fan, really. They know, if you can imagine learning to sing in Japanese.
Yeah.
I can't imagine accomplishing that, but so many Japanese players work out every syllable of every song in order to sing it in English.
Yeah, phonetically, they don't know what they're singing, but they sing perfectly, absolutely. Which reminds me of, I forget, Blake Williams told me that you boys were all walking down a main street in Tokyo one time, and all of a sudden Bill stopped all of you and said, folks over here don't cuss like they do at home.
You don't hear those cuss words. This is a fine place.
Were you part of the Bill Monroe for Breakfast series that we had on his 100th birthday at IBMA when we were still in Nashville?
No, I'm afraid not.
Because every morning at 8 o'clock we had an hour full of former bluegrass boys telling these great stories.
All right.
Do you have, I'm sure you have a lot of favorite fun stories, but can you think of one that I won't put you put your back to the wall there?
I had a little song called Take Me Home, which I wrote about Bill Monroe. Maybe some of you might have heard it. When we went to Japan, speaking of Japan, we were out, Billy Rose and I went out in the field and jammed with some Japanese musicians out there. And 3 of them came up and sang Take Me Home to Me.
Oh, isn't that great?
Every verse, 3-part harmony in English.
And they didn't understand a word.
My heart soars like an eagle,
Who were some of the sidemen that you worked with down through the 10 years?
Well, let's see. There was Buddy Spiker, tops on fiddle. Mike Fagan, really fine fiddler. Billy Joe Foster, who's left us, and a wonderful musician and fiddler. And Blake Williams, of course, on the banjo, and Dana Cupp picked the 5-string banjo, and Tater Tate, my all-time favorite bass player, played bass and also fiddled for a while, too.
Or how about Ernie Sykes? Was he with you, too?
Ernie came in at the very last, yes, sir, from Long Island.
Yeah, a Long Island boy, New York. Yeah. He and Bill Keith were 2 of those northern boys. Or Brad Keith, as he was known to say.
Sadly, Ernie has had a stroke. I don't know whether you've heard or not.
But he's coming along, and he's not able to play the bass, but he's still
He'll be back.
Member of the Tennessee Mafia Jug Band.
There you go.
As a singer, so that's really good, too.
I wonder if anybody has any questions here.
That's a good point.
Before we run over, yakking.
Well, we're not going to run over it.
Okay.
Prior to becoming a bluegrass boy, did you spend a lot of time learning all the songs that you could?
Absolutely. I thought it was my duty. I learned every song that required a lead singer that Bill had recorded.
I want to ask about the Pickin. You mentioned, did he change your guitar style or tell you to play a certain way? Say, show you anything on the guitar?
No, but you showed yourself what worked and what didn't work. There was only one instance that he showed me what he did not want.
Okay, let's see.